Melbourne or Adelaide?
I'd be banking it stays in Melbourne.
No jockey on it.
Point. Hey, race number 6 is the Murray Cox Handicap. And, well, where will Killer Valley go? Melbourne or Adelaide?
I'd be banking it stays in Melbourne.
No jockey on it, Adelaide.
Good
No jockey
intel
book.
there.
Craig Williams here.
Well, $3.20 is Killer Valley. If it stays in Melbourne, that's the price you'll get. $4.80 for the Toppy Face Toss, Mr. Exclusive 13. The undefeated How Low Can You Go, $7.50 out to 8. Titan Blinders 11. A little bit of money for Twilight Run into $6. Over the page, not really much to mention. Just a little bit of money for number 13, Savannah Lander at $41.
Okay, yeah.
This race is one of the highlights of the day, Rich.
Oh, how good is Killer Valley? That's going to be the big question.
Well,
Fascinating.
Well, and there's some other good ones in
Yeah.
the race. It's really interesting. I mean, look, is it Faneem? Is that what we're going with? Faneem. Mr. Exclusive is racing well. The barrier's got to be a little bit of a turn-off. I think how much work is it going to have to do from there? I think Faneem gets a race where there's enough speed in it, you know, the bigger field, and it was pretty good home here, best last 200 in the race, and Buffalo River form looks rock solid.
We love Buffalo, don't we?
Magnus Seba, I think, has got too much to turn around. The attention in this race is, going to be around Killer Valley, and another one for me in Twilight Run. But I think Faneem's going all right. Mr. Exclusive is pretty hard to
Best backed $10 into 5, but that's Twilight Run.
Well, it was fantastic late Twilight Run first up. It was one of the best last 200 metres of the day after sort of being held up. But the big question mark has to be, can Killer Valley transfer that synthetic form at Ballarat to the turf at Flemington? Now, I don't have a get on as such because I feel the market is quite cramped, but I won't be shocked if this is a group horse in the making. At least a group horse. He looks very, very smart.
It might be
and over the odds then today. Over the odds for Saturday.
Well, I don't know if he's over the odds.
If he's a group horse, he should be.
Yeah, but this is, Face Toss. How long can you go is unbeaten. Twilight Run's quite good. Mr. Exclusive, I don't know if I can get him much shorter than $3.
I think the problem that you got with Killer Valley is that following synthetic form is fraught with danger, even though as impressive as it was. I mean, it won on the same day as Titan Blinders did. If Titan Blinders, the way those races rated, Titan Blinders beats it by 3 or 4 lengths. So you just got to bear that in mind. So they can be very impressive on one surface and not transfer that. All that said, I think Killer Valley will be as
one thing I did do without sort of getting the exact numbers of all horses that have won on synthetic, then on to Flemington. I've gone through and looked at Ballarat and Pakenham this season. Last start winners then have gone to Flemington. Obviously, a lot of them, their SPs are quite high, so they weren't expected to do things, but there's only been one winner from about 12 runners.
And is Pakenham different to Ballarat?
Well, there was only one winner, so it doesn't really make much of a difference.
It's an interesting
it's an
interesting concept because there's nothing to say that this horse won't be even better on the turf as well.
Correct.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it looks as though it's going to be pretty handy.
So at $3.20 or $3.40, it's a get on for me. I'm going to take that risk at that price because I'm with you, Zed. What we saw, you just have to believe what we saw and how easy this horse did it. And Craig Williams's intel throughout the week. Mate, I'll be ecstatic to take $3.20.
It's going to be a nice horse over a bit of ground.
Yeah, and the good thing is he gets in on the minimum here of 54 kilos. A horse like Face Toss, who we've seen previously in Melbourne. He was a good win last week.
Some win last week.
But he's got to give this horse 6 kilos at this
does,
stage.
but he's got race experience as well. Look, I think there's a get on with Twilight Run. It was a huge run at Caulfield against the pattern. But this is, like I said, for me, this is one of the highlight races of the day. I mean, there's a few nice gallopers going around, and I want to be with Twilight Run. I think it's a fantastic bet each way at $6.
And it's race number 6, so that'll be the first leg of the quaddie. How do we go on the quaddie? More on that later on in the show. Promo time.
I love a toppy with 60 kilos and a jockey, no dead weight. Face Toss for me to sit 3 deep and go bang. This inside track with the rail out 4 might just cut up by that race, so watch that throughout the day. They might be running